In this guide, you will learn how to assemble a filament heart. Print out all the parts. Use 0.12 mm layer height, 2 or 3 walls, about 5 or 6 bottom and top layers. Fill at least 15%, although for the base you can use much more to give it mass. Print using a 0.4 mm nozzle. A printable I love you emblem is included, but I've also included a blank one where you can add your own message. In Orca Slicer, which I use, you can do this here. Remember to tick these two options. If you have a problem with some parts peeling off or warping during print, think about using glue, adding brim, changing the filament or the table in the printer. Using a piece of filament, carefully check each of the holes in the top and bottom pieces, and in the rim. The filament should enter without resistance. This will be important for the later gluing stage and to avoid bending the filament. If any holes are causing problems, smooth them out using a small Phillips screwdriver. Since I mentioned gluing, do not use ABS for the model, as it does not glue well. I recommend using PLA. Even so, before the actual assemble stage, really make sure that your filaments stick together well. The most difficult stage involved is the first 4 pieces. After that, it gets much easier. Also, check the fit of the beads and letters. You should not have any problem snapping them on. In addition to printed parts, you will also need about 10 meters of filament from the spool. Gloves, so that you don't get sticky fingers. Pliers. Glue, a piece of cardboard over which you will use the glue. Start with the stand. Use a little glue and stick the bottom element on it. Now grab the cut tool. If you printed it in 2 halves, join them together now. So that you don't mix up the pieces of filament, cut them off as you go along. We will start with A. Cut the 2 pieces according to the instructions on the ruler. Use glue on the tip and put into the center holes on the longer sides of the bottom piece. Try to keep the curvature of the filament perpendicular to each hole you put into. Wait a few seconds to make sure the elements are already glued together, and glue a piece of filament on the other side. Repeat the process with the center holes on the shorter sides, this time for the J sections. Now feed the 4 sections through the ring. Place the ring with the tabs facing upwards. Use the positioning cross. Place it in the center with the longer side up and apply the top piece. The cross, as well as the top element, should be positioned as you see it now. Put and glue the filaments into the corresponding center holes of the top element. Assemble the rest by gluing the sections together at opposite angles, putting them through the ring before gluing. Take care of all the B sections first by gluing them crosswise, then each section until you reach the end. Put through the ring first, then glue to the bottom element and then to the top element. Almost done. Now position the ring to the height according to the positioning cross. It's convenient to do this by turning the whole heart upside down. Once positioned, you can pull the cross piece out. Pull gently on the top piece. If you have chosen to print the emblem, find the right place to press it in, then pull it out, use glue and put it back in. Now add the beads and letters. And that's it. Congratulations! Now it's time to give the gift to your loved one.